Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about why an official spin-off series of the #1 best-selling video game of all time ended up not only taking massive criticism, but eventually not even being available for purchase. This is the rise and fall of Minecraft Story Mode. Before we get started, consider dropping a sub as it lets me know you guys are enjoying the video. Thanks. Now let's get right into the story. The year was 2012, and Telltale Games had been a prominent name in the industry as of recent. At the time, the Telltale team was working on an interactive choice-based game crafted around the video game Borderlands. Additionally, the Telltale developers had their own private Minecraft server called Telltale Town, in which they would play the game when off work, and maybe even on work, if we're being honest. Because they were already making stories based off Borderlands, the team thought, you know what, why not give Minecraft a shot? And they got to brainstorming. Fun fact, some of the events in Story Mode are actually based off real events that happened on the official Telltale server. Now this next decision Telltale made upset a lot of people, but they made it for good reason. Telltale decided to shy away from using Steve as a main character or trying to delve into the Minecraft lore, and that upset a lot of people. All the little kids were excited to play as their favorite video game character Steve Minecraft, but were brought to tears upon seeing some character named Jesse on their screens. But Telltale had good reasons. They didn't want to give too much lore to things that players are supposed to either think about and theorize on their own, or things that just weren't really meant to have lore. Sure, they could have given Steve some bloody origin story and explained why he was put in the world, but that would have stopped years of fanfiction from being made. One of the joys of Minecraft is that it's your story and you're relatively free to think of it how you like. With all this in mind, in early 2013, Telltale began negotiations with Mojang. I know it may seem to many that Mojang agreeing with the idea to make story mode was nothing more than a byproduct of greedy Microsoft shills wanting more money, but Job Stauffer, director of creative communications for Telltale, noted otherwise. To quote him, "When we first announced this partnership, we think some fans thought this was the result of a partnership at Microsoft, unaware that Mojang and Telltale were working together long before that. So at this point it was official. Something was going to happen. The question was, what exactly?"
Minecon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome onto stage, Owen and a bunch of Minecraft developers.
In December of 2014, Story Mode was officially announced, and during Minecon 2015, a trailer was released to the public. Upon hearing of the news, a Reddit post was made, and I'm sure the Redditors had something very insightful to say.
Sickening. Absolutely sickening. This is a prime example of Microsoft destroying the beautiful indie masterpiece that was Minecraft and turning it into a huge mainstream franchise that squeezes every last penny that can be earned. We have been abandoned, left to die off as the mainstream zombies come in and consume the Minecraft we know and love. Telltale hasn't gotten a penny from me, and after this they never will. Downvote this reply all you want, I don't really care. My conscience is clean. Mojang, can you say the same? LOL.
As you can see, some people took the news a little bit better than others. Well, it finally happened. October 13th, 2015, the first episode dropped. While this episode was mainly just set up for the plot, it was met with pretty good reviews. Only one episode out, it already had an 8 out of 10 on Forbes. DanTDM started a Let's Play with the first video releasing on the day of release, gaining over 12 million views. Same with Captain Sparkles and Stampy, both of whom gained around 4.3 million views. Suffice to say, things were looking bright for Minecraft Story Mode. As new episodes released, the videos began raking in more and more views, and creating more and more interest in the game. With the release of Season 2, things continued as usual, if not better, honestly. A lot of Minecraft fans were very happy about the whole series, but that's only one side of the story.
No! You turned into a pork chop. Dude, they ruined it. Dude, they just... How am I supposed to take that seriously?
If you weren't living under a rock during the late 2010s, you know how much criticism the game got. Sure, a bunch of people did like it, but there was a whole other side to the discourse. Guess what website we're going back to? You know, I think at this point I decided that I should stop relying on Reddit for research. So I decided to go to some other websites, but most of them were even worse cesspools than Reddit, believe it or not. And, yeah. But, anyways, that's just some of the hate the game got. I think you can get the idea. It got a whole lot more if you were actually alive during that time, which I hope you were, considering you would be like 4 if you weren't.
Nothing built can last forever, and every legend, no matter how great, fades with time. With each passing year, more and more details are lost, until all that remains are myths, half-truths. To put it simply, lies.
In November of 2018, Telltale Games began closing down due to financial issues. They had to file for bankruptcy due to the inability to afford the costs of creating their games. The end result of this was Minecraft Story Mode being pulled from all digital marketplaces due to expiring licensing rights. Mojang made one final announcement, reminding users that in order to keep the game, they would have to download all episodes before June 25th, 2019. Wait. Was that really the end of Story Mode? Surely it can come back due to Telltale's purchase in December of 2018, right? Well, that's likely not the case. Not only does this new company barely even have the licensing rights to old Telltale games, but practically none of the Story Mode team even work there anymore. To quote Jason Schreier, "Games are made by people, not companies. We need the original team to make it, not some company trying to cash in." So it's not gonna happen. Or happen in a way that will make you happy at least. Best you can do is support former Telltale devs' new projects elsewhere. That will make you happy. Overall, Minecraft Story Mode was a cesspool when it came to licensing. Even the game's composers don't have rights to the music. Antimo also confirmed in a YouTube comment that they were never contacted about the possibility of a Season 3. So this was the end. I think everyone's biggest question is, how do you manage to screw up a title that could have been so good and so profitable? Surely there was some obvious mistakes on Telltale's part. Minecraft Story Mode was riddled with both problems and successes, and is hard to quantify into one category of being good or bad. However, it definitely didn't go down as a staple in gaming history. At this point in my research, I had noticed a common trend with the criticism. It's a children's game. Not all Minecraft fans were children at the time. Whoa, hold up there. There were plenty of successful movies and games that were marketed towards children. Now let's think, what's something made around a game for children with an everyman protagonist who fights off an enemy that uses a tool to destroy the world, and he has a strange block stuck to him that makes him some kind of special one? Oh wait, That's right, folks. Minecraft Story Mode is literally the LEGO Movie! Yeah, no, we aren't getting into this right now. But why not talk about what the LEGO Movie did right? And that was having actual good writing. Honestly, Story Mode felt kind of awkward. It's hard to have good writing when something is choice-based, because you have to account for every possible scenario. In addition, the LEGO Movie managed to be kid-friendly in a way that didn't feel like content was being purposefully censored or excluded. LEGO is just naturally geared towards kids. But Minecraft is for everyone, which made forcing it to be compatible with only one demographic feel like it made the plot washed out and boring. Anyways, on to other things that could have changed. What I seem to notice as being the second main point of criticism is that it wasn't really as interactive as people wished. Most of the story you have a minimal part in, and this is especially visible in later episodes, as you can't really fleet some of the predisposed plot points like Ruben's death. Another big optics issue is mainly due to the bad timing with the Microsoft deal. Most people saw it as a cash grab rather than a genuine desire to make a game on Telltale's part. Lastly, one of the final issues I noticed seems to be a rather simple one. People don't like change. People wanted to see Steve, and fans weren't open to this amount of straying from the original idea of Minecraft. As I said before, Telltale had a good reason for this one, but that reason doesn't apply when you're marketing to children who don't care about lore consistency and just want to consume media. If anything, gamers are some of the most selective audiences, and you better think twice before changing up the main characters in a spin-off game. And yeah, that's it. Minecraft Story Mode. I gotta say, after playing through the entire game twice, it has its highs and its lows, but I remember before my first playthrough I was also hesitant, while knowing barely anything about it. If I'm being honest, it's not really the best game in the world, but don't knock it before you try it. So, what could have changed? Number 1. It could have had more mature or well-written plot elements, not necessarily graphic violence or anything too inappropriate for children, but less on-the-nose themes and more of a well-written story. Number 2. It could have had more mini-games that weren't just button spamming, and a bit more versatility when it came to what the choices led to. People want action and they want to be in control of the experience, which is what Minecraft Story Mode promised and failed to deliver on. Number 3. Less aggressive advertising. People would have seen it as less of a cash grab on Microsoft's part. And finally, number 4. They should have just used Steve. It may devalue the official Minecraft lore a bit, but it's what people wanted, and refusing to listen to players is often one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Well, that was a lot. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to play the game for yourself, you can make a teensy-weensy $245 purchase and get your very own Switch cartridge. Anyways, thanks for hopefully sticking through the whole video. If you want to see more Rise and Fall type videos in the future, or really any interesting content at all, drop a sub. I couldn't care less whether you hit the bell or not. Peace!
You're excused, Stampy. Thank you for your time.
Ah, thank goodness. This room's making me very nervous.